I'm not sure if I have any soccer fans here, but let's talk about money. What's going on, guys? It's Ricky here with Techwood Solutions. Closed out on the day, 11,000, shorting the market. I left a lot of money as I closed out my short on NASDAQ pretty early on. SQQQ continued to rise. But the thing that I want to talk about is this Inter Miami deal. I know we normally just talk about stocks. I just thought that this was kind of within our space because it has to do with someone either accepting $1 billion plus offer, Messi, right, from the Saudis, or accepting an equity deal from Inter Miami. And according to this article, it sounds like Messi is more interested in this equity deal from Inter Miami. Now, let me explain some of the details. Let's scroll down here and it says, late Tuesday night, the MLS offered Messi includes revenues or revenue and profit sharing deal with Apple and Adidas. So not just Inter Miami, but a profit sharing deal with Apple and Adidas, and would likely include the option to purchase a percentage of an MLS team upon his end of his time playing in the league. And the reason that I find this to be super unique is that I looked a little bit more into it, and this is very similar to a deal that David Beckham received back in 2007. For those that are unaware, David Beckham back in 2007, towards the later end of his career, accepted this $25 million equity deal in Inter Miami. Can you guys guess what Inter Miami in 2023 is worth? From $25 million back in 2007, which of course was, years ago, right? To now is now worth over $500 million. Some report to be worth $600 million. I'm just going to say 500 plus. That from 25 to 500 million plus, we're talking about a 20x based off of original valuation in 2007. Now, when I posted this originally on Instagram, I got a lot of people responding, well, the Saudi deal was for 2 years, according to my understanding. And it was $1.2 billion, $600 million per year. I don't know how those contracts work. I'm not into soccer that much. But to me, equity is amazing. But when within 2 years, you can cash out $1.2 billion. At that point, you can play for 2 years. Shoot, you can play for 1 year and then use all of that money and buy Inter Miami, right? If I'm not mistaken, Lionel Messi is already worth nearly $1 billion. The $600 million per year would only add more to it. What would you guys do? If you were in his shoes, a lot of other people are saying maybe it's not even about the money. Maybe it's just to put himself in a good position with a good team that's growing quickly. He's obviously going to increase the value of that team by playing with them. According to some reports, the tickets for next season have gone from $80 per ticket to $400. $400 from $80, right? That is a 1,000. That's what certain articles said. I don't know if that's 100% correct. They said it's already increased by 1,000%. So obviously, I've never cared. I've never cared to watch a real soccer game. I'm just football, right? I'm not a big sports guy. Nothing against soccer. I watch the World Cup kind of like every other bandwagon hype guy. But I know that if Lionel Messi were to play in the MLS, which is in the United States, I would consider going to one of those games, right? Like going to Miami is not that long of a flight from Arizona. And I would 100% entertain the idea of watching him. He's considered to be the GOAT, right? The greatest of all time, just with Ronaldo. I just thought it was very interesting because it puts him in a very special spot. I did hear one other thing, and that is that according to the Saudis, there is a report that they're going to make a final offer of $1.5 billion. This would mean $750 million per year if Lionel Messi were to agree to play for the Saudis for 2 years. To me, again, equity is really important, right? Equity is huge. With companies like Adidas and Apple, those are some of the largest companies in their own space. No question about it. Apple is literally the most valuable company that's publicly traded at nearly $3 trillion. But $1 billion is still $1 billion. And with $1.5 billion, you can buy more than what probably the equity you are going to be given. Or you can begin to invest in other opportunities that you might see fit. So maybe there's something that isn't disclosed just yet on either side of the deal. I just thought it was really unique because you're either given a lot of money, which again, for a very short period of time, so you cash out, or you go in with a team that you see value in, you get equity and hope that it continues to grow and it can promote long-term growth, right? And wealth over a period of time. So I thought this to be pretty interesting. It's going to be very interesting to see the follow-up because I thought the offer that Cristiano Ronaldo got of $200 million was already a lot. And Messi obviously just sweeping that under the rug and being like, no, I'm getting equity in Apple, in Adidas, and in potential in Inter Miami towards the end of his career. So let me know if you guys like topics or videos like this. I don't even know if I have any soccer fans. I hope that I earned your thumbs up. Please consider subscribing. I'll keep you guys up to date. And again, overall NASDAQ market based off of recent patterns is selling off. And of course, the more that it sells off, the better it is for us bears. So again, we'll keep you guys up to date with that as well. And like we said, closed it out already. So excited to follow up and see if we get rejected or if we break above the moving average. Remember guys, I do trade live every morning. If you want to be able to watch me trade live as soon as tomorrow, especially if you're an absolute beginner, that's going to be the second link in the description down below, and I'll see you tomorrow at Market Open for our live session. Until then, like always, let's make sure that we end the year on a green note. Take it easy, team.